The Fearless Fund is a Black woman-owned venture capital firm that aims to help level the playing field for other women of color in business. You may not recognize the name of the organization behind the lawsuit, but its president, Ed Bloom, is a very well-known right-wing activist. He is the force behind the anti-affirmative action case that went to the Supreme Court last year. And when the Supreme Court struck down race-conscious admissions programs in colleges and universities, that gave Bloom an opening. Earlier this month, a federal appeals court in Atlanta ruled that the Fearless Fund's grant program is likely illegal because it relies on race to determine eligibility. The court ruled that Bloom is likely to prevail with his legal action against the grant program, and now the lawsuit can move forward. And the Fearless Fund has been ordered to suspend its grant program while this lawsuit plays out. Again, I want to underscore what the Fearless Fund is trying to do is help remedy a gross inequity in venture capital funding. It is stepping in where racial and gender biases are holding back women of color. And since its founding in 2018, the Fearless Fund has raised over $25 million to invest in Black women-owned startups and businesses that would likely not have otherwise been funded.
You all are doing too much. These Black women are going to make it where we can't get investments that we're going to be out of business. You hold 90% of the venture capital space, but yet because Black women get 1%, you sue us. It's a shame before God.
Fund built by women of color for women of color. According to the fund, just 0.39% of venture capital funding goes to businesses started by women of color. The Fearless Fund was founded in 2019 to help close that gap by providing funding and support to Black female founders.
Now, this suit alleges that the fund's Fearless Strivers Grant Contest is, quote, their words, a racially discriminatory program that blatantly violates the Civil Rights Act's guarantee of race neutrality, because its $20,000 grant prizes are only open to Black women.
All right, folks, let's talk about this recent court ruling that's got a lot of folks riled up. The U.S. Court of Appeals for the 11th Circuit has blocked the Black-owned venture capital firm, the Fearless Fund, from awarding grants exclusively to Black women entrepreneurs. Now, I know there are some people out there who think this is a victory for equal rights and fighting racial discrimination, but let me tell you, this ruling is a slap in the face to the Black community and everything we've been fighting for. The Fearless Fund was created to give a much-needed boost to Black women entrepreneurs who have been long overlooked and underdeserved by the traditional venture capital world. These are folks who are trying to build businesses, create jobs, and generate wealth in their communities. And now some conservative legal strategists have swooped in and shut that down. Look, I get it. The law is the law, but sometimes the law ain't fair. And sometimes we need to find ways to level the playing field. The Fearless Fund wasn't excluding anyone based on race. It was specifically trying to uplift a group that's been held back for far too long. And now, thanks to this ruling, that opportunity is slipping away. It's a real shame, y'all, because at the end of the day, this isn't just about one grant program. It's about the larger fight for self-determination, human rights, and reparations for the Black community. We've been working hard to build our own institutions, our own wealth, our own opportunities, and now we're being pushed back, which is per usual for Afro descendants in the United States of America. But you know what? We're not going to let this stop us. The Fearless Fund is going to keep fighting, and so are we, because at the end of the day, this isn't just about one court case. It's about the future of our community, and we're not going to let anyone take that away from us.